G'day everyone, it's Chris and Sam here. Quick roundup of our weekly real estate news across New Zealand. Now, Sam, we've got, what is this, the highest home in New Zealand?
Yeah, pretty amazing location. We're 54 floors up right now.
That's crazy. So mate, whereabouts are we?
Yeah, so we're at 5402 at 10 Commerce Street. So this is sky high penthouse living at the Pacifica, 4 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms, located just adjacent to Britomart. It's got beautiful harbour views, a really stunning space and really like great finishes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just absolutely beautiful apartment. And Sam, if we want to a little bit more, who would we chat to?
Yeah, so you can get in touch with Gavin Lloyd from Bayleys Auckland Central, or Joe Johnston, or Carol Chong from Bayleys Remuera.
Yeah, cool. And we obviously had a bit of a snoop around. Like, what's your favourite feature in here, Sam?
It's got to be the views. Like, just every bedroom has its own amazing views, and super stunning. Like out here in the living area as well. Yeah,
just really beautiful finishes as well, and in particular the master bedroom and ensuite's pretty impressive.
Yeah, so, super luxe.
Yeah, if you're in the market for something at that top end of the market, definitely check this one out because it is stunning. So into the news for the week, and so Sam, the big news this week was obviously what happened with the OCR.
Yeah, so they've announced that they've reduced the official cash rate by 25 basis points to 3.25%, and most of the banks cutting their home loan rates. And at the time of filming this, BNZ has one of the lowest mortgage rates among banks, around 4.89% for 18 months. So good to see the rates coming down, and some economists are expecting about 1 or 2 more cuts for the rest of the year, but I guess still the Reserve Bank will be mindful of managing inflation risk. So
yeah, 100%. It sort of feels like if you went back a couple of months ago, we were thinking OCR probably gets to 3. Almost feels like maybe it'll go a little bit lower. So
potentially.
Yeah, get a bit more out of it, which is exciting. Also this week we had the Bayleys new build apartment report get released, courtesy of EOS and Sam from our team, been working on that. Sam, what's the quick overview of what we've got in that report?
Yeah, so kind of a couple of the key themes. Supply pipeline is getting a little bit tighter in the new build apartment space, and there's definitely a shift towards the higher end of the market as opposed to affordable apartments. Seems to be higher end luxury apartments, I guess, similar to this. Yeah,
so definitely seeing that pivot in the market a bit more away from that affordable space and into quality, and I think that probably links up with generally a bit more supply on market, buyers getting a bit pickier, so developers targeting that quality. And what a great location today to be chatting about the apartment market.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, cool. Also this week we had the budget released by the government. Not too much to see for property in that, although there have been some changes around this investment boost incentive, which may have some implications for commercial property for owner-occupiers. So something to work through, but the details on it are a little bit vague at the moment, so we'll probably come back in a week or two once we've got a bit more on that. Now into the sales snapshot for the week. Sam, what's our theme?
Yeah, our theme is Lakeside Luxury, so 2 lakeside properties.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, so I've got 9 Pukenamu Road in Rainbow Point in Taupo. Executive lakeside living, 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms on 1,285 square metres, crafted with no compromise on quality in one of Taupo's most desirable locations. Great views of the lake and Tongariro National Park. This one was marketed by Grant Bailey and Claire Bailey from Bayleys Taupo and sold under the hammer for 2.325 mil.
Yeah, cool. And then down in Queenstown, I've got 21/67 Goldfield Heights. Lake views, 2 garages, rear townhouse fine, so 3 beds, 2 baths, perched above Lake Wakatipu. Queenstown luxury living, incredible lake and mountain views. This was marketed by John McCall from Bayleys Frankton, sold under the hammer at auction for 1.205 million. Which is pretty exciting, so some good lake view properties there. Next up, just going offshore, a little bit of news from our good partner Knight Frank around the UK property market. And what we've been seeing locally in the New Zealand market has been a bit of a build-up of stock and the market kind of tracking sideways. Interesting to see that they're reporting very similar trends over in the UK. So they've had this build-up of stock, and although the interest rate outlook has improved a lot, the market's still sort of tracking a bit sideways. They also had some interesting issues there where in the UK you've got stamp duty if you purchase a property, so it's like a tax at the time of purchase. And they had some changes to that which then triggered off like a spike in activity which is now subdued a bit more. So it's quite interesting in those markets with stamp duty, so Australia, UK, where they change the settings, and then it kicks off these little surges of activity when people try to kind of get in before it changes. So yeah, just an interesting little like UK reference.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, cool. And then finally to wrap up, we've got property of the week. So Sam, what have you got this week?
I've got a property at the Mount. It's 212 Marine Parade, a masterclass in modern elegance, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a seamless fusion of luxury, comfort and coastal charm, featuring premium appliances and a clear sight line of the ocean and beyond. So if you're interested and want to learn more, you can get in touch with Conrad Doyle or Tina Cross from Bayleys Mount Maunganui.
Yeah, cool. And then for me, I've got this property right here. So I've got 5402 at 10 Commerce Street. So the Sky High penthouse living at the Pacifica. 4 beds, 4.5 bathrooms, just next to Britomart. Beautiful views, great finishes, just overall a really
Stunning
gorgeous
home,
place.
yeah.
I could definitely live here. So
Wouldn't mind.
yeah, 100%. So if you want to learn more about this one, contact Gavin Lloyd from Bayleys Auckland Central, Carol Chong, or Joe Johnston from Bayleys Remuera. With that said, we'll wrap it up here. So big shout out to the vendor and Carol for hosting us today. Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Chris.
Sweet, and we'll see you next time. See ya.
Yeah.